You know, I saw this coming. I saw it coming, and honestly, it's just so sad. The saddest truth for Ayaka once again. What is up? Welcome back to another Whisker Chan banger video. It's your boy Whisker Chan in the building. And in today's video, as you have heard in the beginning, yes, this is a sad truth about Ayaka, but also this is not such a sad video because we also have information about an updated roadmap. And what I mean by that is things that are coming up slowly but surely, and a speculation on everything that is coming out towards the future updates. So we're going to review this updated roadmap, and we're also going to be talking about the sad truth for Ayaka. And it may not be too sad because, like I said, we have so much good information to back it up. But at the same time, it's still going to be a little bit sad because we have been waiting for such a long time, and it's just going to make you sad. So anyway, let's get right into this video. But before we do, if you are new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button down below. Join the subscribers on the grind to 3,500 because we hit 3,000, baby. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all so much. Whisker Gang on top. Y'all already know what it is. But anyway, go ahead and smash the subscribe button. As you can see, many of you are not subscribed, so go ahead and join the subscribers and just be part of the Whisker Gang and Whisker family. You already know Whisker Gang on top. You already know how this go. And also smash that like button and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's get into this banger information. So the first thing on the roadmap that I want to talk about is the Mondstadt Festival. Now, we will get through this, and I will also be talking about Ayaka. You can skip through it if you want to just go straight to Ayaka. There are timestamps below in the description. But as of now, we're going to start from the top. Now we have 1.4, which is the Mondstadt Windbloom Festival. This has been heavily rumored to the point I'd be shocked if it happened. Well, if it didn't happen. Everyone would be shocked if it didn't happen. But basically, this is the update where we are getting the Venti rerun, as everybody knows it. And as well as the new 4-star character, Rosaria. Now, as you all know, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows, we're not getting any new areas with this. Literally, this is right after the Liyue's Festival that we're having right now. After Liyue's Festival in 1.4, we're getting the Windbloom Festival with the Venti rerun, as well as the new 4-star character for Rosaria, and many more things. But mainly what we're getting in this update is, like I said, not a new area, not a new expansion, none of that. We're only getting a lot of new events and games to play to get primal gems, to earn rewards, and all of that nature. As you can see, we have some of the events right here. These are leaks 1.4. Shout out to NepNep. This is a summary of the Flower Festival or the Windbloom Festival activities. We have one, which is collect as many flowers as possible while reaching the end of the course. If you fall, you start over. This is this event is right here. Then we have the Windstock Rhythmic minigame where you play the harp and try to get the rhythm on point. And you get points, I guess, for that. We will have more details of this once 1.4 drops and we have the official update notice. But as of now, just know these are some of the leaks for the events that we are getting for 1.4. We also have the Floral Freefall, which is where you glide and collect these, I believe. And then we have Bullseye Balloons, which is where you shoot the balloons with the bow. And yes, in 1.4, we are getting a free bow, which is called the Windbloom OD. And this is for players like, say, for example, you don't have a bow. Even if you don't have a bow, MiHoYo giving out free weapons during certain updates and some updates is actually extremely cool. And I love it. It's a free-to-play aspect that I love a lot. And these weapons are extremely cool. And it's probably going to come with a free Refinement 5. But anyway, as I was saying, this is the Windbloom OD, which is basically where it has the secondary stat of Elemental Mastery. And then, you know, base attack of 42, which can go up this high. Elemental Mastery will go 165 with the base attack going to 510. And the passive is, after using your elemental skill, you will receive a boon from the Ancient Wish of the Windbloom and gain 16% increased attack for 6 seconds. And considering that it's a free weapon, we will get a free Refinement 5, just like we got the Festering Desire, which means that we will have Refinement 5. After using an elemental skill, receive a boon from the Ancient Wish of the Windbloom and gain a 32% increased attack for 6 seconds. So that's going to be pretty cool to note. Not only are we getting these cool events, we're getting a big rerun on Venti, a big festival to enjoy once again, similar to Liyue. We are also getting free things like bows and whatnot, and it's just really, really cool. I feel like it's going to help out the free-to-play player base way more. Giving free things such as weapons and such as characters definitely boosts the game's player base to the maximum. So anyway, we are back here, and now that we know 1.4, of course we all know that it's going to have tons of events, and the rerun banner for Venti, of course, and then the Rosaria, that's the 4-star character Rosaria that's coming out. There's a lot to note, and there's also some speculations on banners that are coming out next to Venti's banner, whether it's a new banner or anything of that nature, and we may, take this with a grain of salt, we may get 3 banners in 1.4. Similar to how the Sea Lantern Festival got 3 banners, we will most likely be getting 3 banners in 1.4, and we will probably get Venti Rerun with a standard banner wish character that is an event wish now, and then we're going to get a new banner most likely. So really, 1.4 may have 3 banners, and that is definitely to take with a hint of salt 100%, because it may not have 3 banners. It may just have 2 banners, but I feel like definitely they're going to do this. A Venti Rerun, a standard banner event wish character, as well as a new character or new banner, and it may have Rosaria on it, or Rosaria may be on Venti's Rerun banner. We don't know, but we will know really soon. This is just a speculation. Anyway, as we move on for 1.4, because we have a lot of content to cover, we have 1.5, which is the chasm or the chasm. Basically, this is heavily rumored for 1.5. As I speculated a while ago, this is heavily rumored for 1.5. Essentially, Liyue's version of Dragonspine, as we did get Dragonspine, which was an expansion of Mondstadt. Anyway, this is going to be an expansion of Liyue. It has been recently closed due to some accidents happening within the mines. I'm assuming it'll have a mechanic like sheer cold, maybe poisonous gas that can only be cleansed by hydro. This could be the perfect time to introduce Dendro. I have a theory Dendro will have the ability to apply poison, which would do damage over time. Just my speculation. It is highly possible that this will be released later on in patch 1.8 to ensure Inazuma is out for 1.6. The alternative may be a rerun of Unreconciled Star event or an entirely new event in Liyue. So basically, guys, 1.5 is going to have the chasm or the chasm, however you pronounce it. And it's going to be an expansion of Liyue, and similar to how Mondstadt got their expansion with Dragonspine, how every time we go there it's sheer cold. Well, the chasm or the chasm is actually like a Dendro area. So that's why many people think that it's going to have, of course, like a poisonous gas or something, like similar to Dragonspine, how you just can't go there and walk all free, because if you do, then you're just going to eventually die by the sheer cold. But yeah, so I feel like definitely in the 1.5 chasm or chasm, they're going to incorporate some type of poisonous gas or something of that nature in the atmosphere to make it to where if you want to survive, you have to collect this rock or you have to drink this water or anything of that nature. And this would be a very, very good time to introduce Dendro, and that's for the fact that we've all been waiting for Yao Yao, and Yao Yao is a 4-star Catalyst Dendro character, if y'all did not know. And we all presumed that she would be coming in 1.3 with Xiao, of course, but that did not happen to be the case. So what I'm hoping is that Yao Yao might be a free Dendro 4-star character in the 1.5 Chasm or Chasm expansion, and that would be extremely cool because, in my opinion, after all these summons, they're just now probably going to release the first ever Dendro characters, and I feel like the first Dendro characters should be free. How we got Barbara free, it should be similar to that. Maybe once this area drops, once the Chasm or the Chasm drops at 1.5, we should get a free 4-star Yao Yao. But if she is not free, then definitely expect her on a banner in 1.5. And what I can say about this is not only are we probably going to get Yao Yao in this update, we will most likely get Baizhu as well, considering how he is also a Dendro character. And also, if you did not know, Baizhu also has Catalyst. Now, this is a data mined leak. This may change, but as of now, Baizhu is a Catalyst user, and he is the first male Catalyst user in the game that is Dendro, of course. So that's going to be really cool to note. So having this new Dendro area is going to really be cool, not only because of the events and whatnot we're going to get for it, but also because we are being introduced to Dendro, and most likely we will get our very first Dendro character, which is going to be extremely hype because that means we're going to now have Dendro reactions, and we're going to know more about Dendro reactions. If there are going to be more, we're going to know if Dendro characters can apply poison. We're going to know a lot. So speculations are definitely going to come to a conclusion once we get this area, which is the Chasm or the Chasm, which is after 1.4 Windbloom Festival. Now we have 1.6, the Ludi harpastum. Now, many people don't even know what this is. Anyway, I'm going to explain what it is, but before we do, let's read this. This is heavily rumored for release between 1.6 to 1.8. It's a festival that Mondstadt celebrates every year, with 15 days of games for children to enjoy, rumored for a Klee rerun during the event. If MiHoYo doesn't run the Chasm event for 1.5, the event is expected for 1.7 basically. So anyway, let's talk about this. The Ludi harpastum. Basically, the Ludi harpastum is known for having 15 days of games enjoy. The most famous festival for children, the Ludi harpastum is a carnival of songs, wine, and flight, which are the very things Mondstadt considers their trademarks. The champions of the games gets to choose a maiden who, at the climax of the festival, throws the harpastum, a round ball wrapped up with red cloth, into the crowd. The one who picks it up will be blessed with a year of fortune and happiness. Now, I want to talk about this because many people are probably saying, wait, we thought that the Ludi harpastum was supposed to be in 1.4. No, 1.4 is supposed to have the Windbloom Festival, which is featuring the rerun for Venti because of the Windbloom, Venti. It's literally that, you know, it just correlates, right? And then we also have 1.6, which is Ludi harpastum. Now, this is a update for literally children. Now, if you consider that Klee is literally a child because she is 100%, they're going to rerun her banner. I definitely see them rerunning her banner in 1.6 with the Ludi harpastum because of the events for 15 days for the children to enjoy. She's definitely, if she does not get rerun, I will be very, very confused. So now that definitely crosses out the possibility of 2 reruns in one update. Like, I was actually originally thinking that in 1.4 we would get a Venti rerun and a Klee rerun, but now that just completely is shot out my mind. And if they do add 3 banners to 1.4, like I said, then that means that we would have the Venti rerun, then we'd have a filler banner with a standard banner character that is event wish rated up, and then we'd have a new banner with a new character, which would be very surprising because I don't know who they will release will be new in 1.4. So anyway, 1.6 is supposed to have Klee rerun, and it's supposed to have tons and tons of things for you to do for those 15 days. But there's also, everybody's probably already asking this, 15 days is not 6 weeks, Whisker-chan. Meaning that once this is over, what's going to happen? Well, since Inazuma is supposed to be right after the Ludi harpastum, we may get some previews or maybe something for Inazuma. Since this update does not go all through the 6-week period or 6-week margin, then we will definitely be getting something of a preview or something new to notify us of Inazuma, and that's going to be really, really cool. And I definitely really love that they're doing this right here, and the Klee rerun is going to be so far away, so it gives a lot of free-to-play players time to save up, because I know a lot of you want Klee a lot, because Klee and Venti were the first banners to ever come to the game, of course. You already know. So it was like everybody probably didn't know the potential. Some people didn't summon on Klee, some people didn't summon on Venti. So now we're getting the Venti rerun in 1.4 and the Klee rerun in 1.6. It just makes it so much better for the free-to-play player to try to come back and try to get these characters. So I love that they're doing this and getting all the representatives from Mondstadt like Venti and Klee to be summoned on once again. So anyway, as I was saying, we have Inazuma. Now this says 1.7, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to have a 1.7. It might just skip straight to 2.0. We don't know yet, but most likely that's what it's going to do. And anyway, Inazuma. Now this area is scheduled to release in 2.0, or if you want to take it as 1.7, 1.7. Now that is pretty far away considering how we're not even halfway through 1.3. And this is where most of you Ayaka fans are just extremely mad for this, but at the same time you have to look at all this good that we're going to have between all of the updates. It's going to be amazing. 1.4, 1.5, and 1.6 are just going to be absolutely amazing. Lots of ways to get primal gems. You know, even though we're not getting a lot of new areas, the only new area we're getting is an expansion, and that's going to be the chasm. And that's going to be pretty cool because that, when we get new areas in this game, when we get new expansions in this game, that is where it gets fun again, because you don't want to stay in the same area the whole time. You want new pieces of locations to unlock so that you could go discover, so that you could go farm new items, so that you could fight new monsters, and you know, etc, etc. So anyway, as I was saying, we have a lot of content in between all of this right here for 1.4, 1.5, and 1.6. Now coming up to Inazuma, which I said is probably 2.0 to 1. Or 1.7 if you want to take it like that. It's going to be a while before we get Ayaka, and honestly, it makes sense. And the reason it makes sense is because they can't release a nation back to back. And what I mean by that, or not a nation, a area. What I'm saying about that is that in 1.5 we're getting the chasm. If they were to release, say for example, Inazuma in 1.6, we just got a new area. So them releasing another area, and a bigger area at that, because Inazuma is a nation, would definitely just mess up their progress in the game, and also speed up their progress a little bit too fast, or faster than they want to do. Because as we can see, they're taking things really, really slow. And the reason they want to take things slow is because they don't want to mess anything up, because they know how big this game is, and they know how their player base is about things messing up. So I definitely see them after the chasm, or after the chasm, after Ludi harpastum. After all this, we're going to finally get Inazuma with the Electro Archon, with Ayaka, and with tons of new weapons as we have been over in the previous videos. So it's going to be very interesting, and I know a lot of players out there are not happy because of the fact we have to wait almost a year to get Ayaka, and she is the last remaining closed beta test character. So it's just kind of crazy how long we have to wait for her, but she's probably going to be worth the while 100%. We will see about that, and it's going to be very hype once we get this new nation. A new nation, guys, like Liyue, like Mondstadt, a new nation. It's going to be huge. We're going to have tons of things to do, tons of adventure rank to get, tons of new primal gems to get. It's just going to be such a good update. I can't wait for it. But until then, we're going to basically be doing same area, then we get an expansion for Liyue, then we do the same area again, and then we get a whole new area. So we're going to be pretty bored for a while until we get the chasm or the chasm, and then after the chasm we're going to be bored a little bit more, and then we're going to get INAZUMA after the Ludi harpastum. So we're going to be filled up with content for a while. This is a speculation roadmap, guys, so don't take everything too heavy, or what I would like to say is take it with a big hint of salt, because some things can change. But just know that we are 100% getting the chasm or the chasm before the INAZUMA update. And I honestly think that we are getting Ludi harpastum way before the INAZUMA update as well. So this just makes sense how the update should go and how I thought they would go, even though I actually thought that INAZUMA will be 1.6, 1.7. But since we're probably not going to have a 1.7, it'll be 2.0 most likely, like I said. So it's going to skip from 1.6 to 2.0. You're going to have lots of time to save primal gems for Ayaka is what I'm saying. But at the same time, you're going to have lots of time before we even get Ayaka and before we even get a new nation. But we're going to enjoy the chasm or the chasm, and it's just going to be that. Really, that's about it for this video. I just wanted to discuss all of this information about the updated roadmap and what it would look like. Just a speculation. Shout out to this Reddit user right here. And yeah, so it was very interesting to see this. And also, like I said, like I noted when I speculated, this makes sense. Mondstadt Wind Bloom Festival, they cannot release INAZUMA right after that. The chasm is a thing, or the chasm is a thing, so they have to release the piece of the area that's literally on the map right now. They have the word right next to Liyue, so that means that it is ready for release. Just like Dragonspine's word was right next to Mondstadt, they are ready for release of the chasm or the chasm. So the chasm is the next thing that is coming. So we said, okay, 1.4 Wind Bloom Festival, the chasm or the chasm might be in 1.4, and it wasn't, or it's not going to be, basically. That's my speculation. So they're going to be like, okay, 1.5, we introduced the chasm or the chasm, right? And then we introduce the new Dendro characters, the new Dendro reactions, and we just go all out with Dendro, go all out with the new events that we're going to put in 1.5 with the chasm and whatnot, like a super boss or whatever, similar to how we had the Dragonspine events. And then after 1.5, of course, guys, we have the 1.6, which is the Ludi harpastum, which makes extreme sense because literally after Venti's rerun, they can't just be like, okay, 1.5, let's do Ludi harpastum, so we have 2 reruns back to back. No, they can't do that. So what they did was they spaced it out. And so what we're going to do is the 1.4 Mondstadt Festival, then we're going to get the chasm, and then after that we get the Ludi harpastum. And after the Ludi harpastum with the Klee rerun, we will be getting INAZUMA. Expect INAZUMA right after that, basically, which is 2.0 or 1.7. So that's going to be really, really cool, guys. I can't wait for this. I can't wait for all the new content. I really can't wait for the INAZUMA content because of all the new weapons that I've seen in INAZUMA and all the leaks and whatnot. I just feel like it's just going to be such a good update. I can't wait to see the Electro Archon. I'm just so hyped. So anyway, that's about it for this video. I appreciate everybody who came out to watch this video. Just wanted to discuss the updated roadmap, and I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section, what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure this is actually what's going to happen, though. It just makes sense how we're going to get the updates. It just makes so much sense. And I know that many of you are mad because we have to wait such a long time for a new nation. But y'all got to remember that at the same time, they don't want to just rush this game. You don't want to finish this game in like a week. They want to actually make this game an experience, like a growing experience, a really good experience. And the reason I like this is because it's not like they're saying, okay, go back to Mondstadt for a festival, then go back to Mondstadt for a festival again, then go back to Liyue for a festival. What they're doing is they say, go back to Mondstadt. Yeah, you've already been here, you discovered everything, but then right after Mondstadt, we're going to give you a new expansion area in Liyue that you know nothing about that may introduce the Dendro element and also may have some area of effect similar to how Dragonspine gives you the sheer cold. So that's going to be really cool getting this new area, and it's not like they're keeping us completely in the dark. They're just going to hype us up with these new expansions. Of course, we're not going to get another expansion for a while because as we got the expansion for Mondstadt, we're also getting an expansion for Liyue, and then there's no other areas to really expand, only on INAZUMA once we get INAZUMA, which will be in 2.0 most likely, or 1.7 if you want to take it like that. But so it's gonna be a while before we get into that expansion area. So you guys have to sit back and relax while we get after the chasm. After we complete the whole chasm, we're going right back to Mondstadt. And then after Mondstadt, we expect Inazuma with the new nation, new characters, new Archon, everything. So it's going to be an insane update. I can't wait for it, and I know you guys can't wait for it. Like I said, comment down below what you think is going to happen on this roadmap. Comment down below what you think the updates are going to be like, and yeah. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys are as hyped as I am for this roadmap. I know everybody's excited for this, definitely, especially for the chasm or the chasm, because everybody's been very, very questioned by the Dendro element and the Dendro reactions, and we're finally probably going to get the answers. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video, and I hope you did enjoy. Make sure to smash the subscribe button, like button, and notification bell to be notified of all my daily uploads. Without further ado, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.